Hey guys, this is Sean Sandridge, and I am here a couple of hours before the Real Housewives of Atlanta review, the reunion episode or part 4. So I like to watch the reunion in bed. So I normally have to kick my husband out and send him downstairs and watch TV downstairs. If you hear growling, don't worry, it's my dog begging. She is begging for food because I have my dinner. So I got to keep the Mr. happy by making him a good meal on Sunday. So this is what we're having for dinner. I told you, she's making a whole bunch of noise. I got steak, I got broccoli, and I got yellow rice, some Spanish rice. So got my drink, and I am ready to go. So it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours beforehand. I am going to eat, I'm going to wash my hair, and I'm just going to get myself ready for tonight. And I hope it's a good ending. It has been uneventful pretty much for the first 3 parts. So either part 4 is going to be mind-blowing, or it's going to be lackluster, or it's going to be at best. Or at worst a dud. So either way, I gotta get my energy up because I am gonna do this review. I'm gonna be live tweeting, so I cannot wait. And I'm gonna do this as my intro for the review. So in the comments, you tell me what you ate before part 4, because you never know. Maybe finding out what everybody ate is gonna be the most interesting part of this reunion. So I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, this is Sean Sandridge, and I'm here for finally Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion part 4. Thank you, baby Jesus. This is finally over. Now they're going to have the secrets reveal. I will probably review that, but as far as the reunion, it is over. So I was live tweeting like crazy. I hope you enjoyed it with me. I had a good time. And let's talk about some things. So, okay, so we know that the cliffhanger has now been revealed that Phaedra was the one who told Portia that Kandi and Todd had planned on drugging Kandi. Now, everyone seemed to be very aghast and amazed and just completely blindsided that Phaedra was the person behind this plot against Kandi to smear and essentially defame her character and call her a rapist. And Phaedra had nothing to say. So Portia immediately started crying. I really wasn't believing the tears, but let's go with it. She immediately started crying. She completely felt blindsided. She completely felt like a pawn, and rightfully so. But listen, we all know that Phaedra is not opposed for anybody to be collateral damage. So I don't know why Portia would not think that she would be collateral damage. You know that saying, what they will do with you, they will do to you. So hopefully Portia has heeded on that. But anyway, Phaedra had nothing to say. In fact, I wasn't planning on this, but I'm just going to tell you what Phaedra was doing. Let me see if I can find it. Got my cough drops here. Yeah. Okay. So I got some props for it, impromptu. She had no rebuttal, and everyone was shocked. Andy decided to take a break. Kandi wanted to stomp somebody down. Portia ran crying. Phaedra was calm, cool, and collected. She was giving this very calm and cool, and she didn't seem to be fazed. She did not seem to be fazed about what had transpired. Anyway, Cynthia and Sheree were like, what is going on? They were left at the stage, And Cynthia was like, I don't even know. She's like, on all the time, or maybe that was Sheree. One of them was saying, all the times of a Real Housewives, this has never gone down. They were left like not understanding what was going on. And I'm telling you, Kenya was still MVP. She was getting her life over this. She was like, finally, the fraudulent Faye that she is revealed. Anyway, they walk off the stage. Cynthia and Sheree left. Portia didn't want to hear from Shamia because Shamia tried to go to her, and she's like, just be present. Portia was like, just be present. I just need a friend. Just be present. Just be present. And Shamia was like, I'm not trying to tell you I told you so, but I'm just trying to tell you that this is who she is. And then Portia's looking for her sister Lauren, which obviously, baby sister Lauren is the anchor and the stronger sibling. So, Lauren obviously knew what the backstory was because when Portia told Lauren what had transpired, Lauren was shocked. And like, what do you mean Phaedra's the one who said this? Like, she said she heard it. What are you talking about? So even Lauren was confused. And then, Andy was walking back and forth, and I tweeted like he was trying to deal with these ladies, and trying to get them, together is like trying to herd cats. So Phaedra said nothing. And there's a part of me that is not surprised because whenever she is backed up into a corner, Phaedra says nothing. She says absolutely nothing. And, everybody, is probably yelling at the TV expecting Phaedra to say something. And in pure Phaedra fashion, she deflects and she says nothing. And there was a point where she just said nothing. Like when Andy confronted her, she was like, that was it. That's all Portia had to say. This whole reading people down and all of this, she just read them down. Portia was thrown in the bus. Phaedra had nothing to say. And even while Portia was crying, this is what Phaedra was doing. Yes, Phaedra was getting a touch-up on her makeup. She was making sure that she was looking flawless when she got back. Yes, this is what she was doing. She was making sure that she was ready for her close-up, Mr. DeVille. Yes, that's what she was doing. She was waiting, and she was doing nothing. And even when she came out, even throughout the whole rest of the reunion, all she says, there's nothing I can do to change it. All I can say is sorry. And I was just thinking, everybody talks about backhanded compliments and backhanded apologies, but her just, it's almost like I always say, what is the saying? It's better to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission. I always tell that. It's like there's some people that live that by the creed. It's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission, which means that, I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to let the chips fall where they may, and I'm just going to ask for forgiveness because, it's better to do that than to just try to do things right and try to go about things correctly. Miss Phaedra, Miss I want to have a restoration. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm just telling you that just made me laugh out loud. Anyway, so, I really wanted Phaedra to give Portia the same apology that Portia gave Shamia, just to give her a dose of her medicine, just to see how that feels, because, Portia was saying towards the end that she's not hearing what she needs to hear to feel, like she's getting a real apology. And Portia, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get the kind of apology that you need. Like, she is someone like a tornado that have you noticed everyone in her midst never ever fares well? Now, I'm not team anybody. I just see what I see. And she is not someone, she is dirty and you should not deal with her. Anyway, Do you think Andy knew about the bombshell? Now, I know that, there was a lot of buzz going on earlier about, when I think he did Instagram, he's like, something just went down and it was like, I cannot believe. And everybody was like, ooh, and ah, I'm wondering what was going on. And it makes me wonder, like, do you think Andy had an inkling? Because let's put it out there. Andy is executive producer, and I saw the credits in the beginning. Carlos King is on the credits as executive producer or co-executive producer, but he was still on there for getting credentials. So for someone who is part of the whole franchise, he would know, right? Like, he is not someone that would not know. He does not come across to me as someone that would let things slide. Like, he would be in the know. So there's a part of me that doesn't feel like he didn't completely know. Maybe he didn't know how it's going to all transpire. But let me know in the comments if you think that he had an idea what was going to go down. Anyway, all of them come back, and I'll be honest, I don't think I could have sat down. Now, I'm sure they're all contracted because it's a reunion. Y'all better sit at the seats. But I would have to say, Candy was really fired up, but at the end she wasn't, and that really kind of made me mad for her. But I would have a hard time sitting and listening to anything that Phaedra had to say after that. Portia tried to go in on Phaedra, and it was, it wasn't with the same venom, say, like Kenya, but I'll just give her the benefit of the doubt. Her and Phaedra are friends, and Portia and Kenya are not. So you're going to treat them differently, and I get that. But when you feel like you've been double crossed on national television, I don't know if I would have been able to just totally be all in to talk to Phaedra. But what can you do? Anyway, would anybody have been mad if Candy just went out and like busted her in the mouth? Would anyone have been mad? I don't think anyone would have been mad. Like, there was a part of me that just kind of wanted Candy to go off. But I know she's a businesswoman and there's a lot to go on. And then Andy trying to say, as an attorney, why would you do that? And Phaedra was flip-flopping, but never, ever, ever really copped to it. And I'm telling you, I hollered when Andy talked about this restoration. Seriously, like, I screamed out loud, hollering about restoration. Like, you were talking about these girls need a restoration. That thing about when you point your fingers, there's like other fingers pointing back at you. I think number one person that needed that restoration was you, Phaedra. So I wanted Candy to go all in, but she didn't. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Candy, don't you try. Don't you even set your sights to try to make amends with Phaedra. I say, just like they did in Married to Medicine, where they were ousting Mariah, Phaedra could show up. Phaedra could show up. She could show up on set, and they could have something set up, but I wouldn't mess with her. Just like they shunned Mariah on Married to Medicine, y'all could do that to Phaedra and let her, whatever. I would do that. And I was just kind of shocked. I was shocked at the whole thing. Were you shocked at the whole thing? Yes and no. I just kept saying, man, y'all better not hug it out. And I will say, like, the ending of the reunion was lackluster. They ended with a cake and celebrating Cynthia's 50th birthday. Now, that was good because normally they either hug it out or Andy says, something like you would do in kindergarten, say something positive about the other ladies. They didn't do that. Sometimes they will end up doing that shot thing. I forget what you call it, but where they all take a shot. They didn't do that. They just ended with a birthday cake. But I just don't know how you recover from that. I really don't know. But, yeah, so that's my review I would probably have some reality snack bites, some reflections, but let me see if I'm trying to think of anything. Folks should have no love for Phaedra. She did dirty, 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 and no one should trust. Oh, and total shout out with Angela Stanton. They finally brought the elephant in the room. They finally called it because for seasons, all of us have known about Angela Stanton and Phaedra, and they finally called her name. And I tell you, the second MVP is going to be Angela Stanton because a lot of people are going to now finally check out her book. And since evidently, allegedly, Phaedra did her wrong, Angela's going to collect a cute coin, and I ain't mad at her. Good for you. So let me know in the comments. This is going to be short. If I forgot anything, let me know. Maybe I'll come back and do a reality snack bites for reunion part 4. But there you go. I kind of wish it had been a little bit more explosive, but it wasn't. And I'm telling you, for the next season, y'all should just shun her. Shun Phaedra. So I'm going to watch IG and see how things go out because you know how things go. We don't know who's going to come back, but we'll see. So take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you soon. Bye.